All right, I have something that I wanted to address because it surely affects me, and I don't think that it doesn't affect other people. Yesterday, so I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about prayer and asking God, praying to God, however you want to think of it, for something that I really want in my life or feel that I need. Anyway, that's not important. So, since the whole alien thing, and I've been thinking about, some form of Elohim or something like that being an alien and a god, it's caused me not to pray in the same way. And I felt a real strong, like as if something in me was giving me the message that I needed to reconnect that link, and that was part of the problem, part of some of the problem, not all of the problem in my own personal life, but it was definitely a problem, and that I needed to remedy it. So I did. In my mind, I went and connected to God sort of in the same way I used to pray, but a little bit different. It's changed. My beliefs have changed, but I still don't think that there's an overall good effect of thinking the aliens were the gods or something like that. Those beings that were on the earth that pretended to be gods may be leftover Atlanteans. They're definitely mortal beings that lived, had bodies, and shed those bodies by some means or another. I'm not sure. They may have had longer lifespans than us, but they're not in any way congruent with when I pray and when I connect to prayer. I don't want to be praying to or communicating with some alien Elohim or some ancient Atlantean. I want to connect with the source of the creation. And I want, and that's more like the universe, if it had a consciousness itself, perhaps, like the whole reality, not just some subsection, not just some sixth density entity, not just some fifth density entity. I'm talking about the creation, the creator, whatever it is, the prime mover. They used to have a word for it in the old Hebrew. It was called Bereshit ha-Gilgalam, which means the beginning of the worldings. And something like that I can understand. Yeah, lie back. I can understand, but I felt like I had fallen out of fellowship with it in my prayer, and that I had not petitioned it in any type of way, and that it was going to be a problem going forth like that, and thinking all is well, when all would not be well. All would not be well. And I wonder how many other people have not continued in prayer in the same way. I think it's important that when people fall into hard times, that if there's people that can pray for them, do. And if those people that pray for them get their belief on what they may be praying to all muddled up, without there being an awareness of it. When you start to shift your belief into thinking that God is some entity and that you've been duped by religion, to buy some bullshit that's not true, this is sort of the effect that it has. And like dominoes, it cascades and it hits all the other areas where you have consideration, spiritual consideration for others in your life, some activity, because you won't have the same fellowship with something that you can't believe in or you don't think is true. So in a lot of ways, the truth movement, discovering so many things, so much research, so much time to discover, does us a little bit of harm because we get a warped something that we can take a concrete, fabricated bullshit image that can be solid, that we can interact with in our understanding to some degree. Once we tear that down for whatever may be closer to the truth, a lot of times it doesn't take sufficient form to be useful enough for us in the same way. Do you know what I mean? And that's a totally valid sort of point. Family members I need to pray for. I have companions that go through things that I want to be spiritually anchored to do a service to be able to answer that calling that I feel like I've always had. Thunder. And I might have missed the mark on some of it just by having some of my views transformed by some of the truth of discovery that I've found. So I reconnect with that. I want to reconnect with it now too, some sort of way, on my little fucking device here. And I will reconnect again with you. Because why not? You're here. I like to use this. See, I got this for this purpose. Because I use this orgone stuff. It's very useful to me and it works very good. This helps me keep my consciousness grounded and aware, especially of crap like that. And that's crap because I've done great damage to my own view of things by breaking it down and finding out what the hell really is going on here. Put it above my head. I'm calling it and I'm connecting with what I know to be the truth, the creative source, the core, the beginning, the one that started all of this, the place from where I call home in my soul. I call and connect upon that place now, and I spread that connection to those that I care about and can bear witness to this truth. I use this in lieu of this because these two tools help me. They remind me what I am, what I am not in this world. And I reconnect and I close the door to anything that would gnaw, attack, break, sever, strain, destroy, block, refract, impinge, barrage in this reality, in any other reality, in any other context of existence, in any other dimension, in any other plane, all planes, all forms of reality. I connect this center thread from my soul star to myself into the heart right here. And I do that in love, and I do that in the pursuit of truth and balanced knowledge, the best as I can to my soul. And also, due to that, I set my intention to correct my relationships that I've had, to repair them, to restore, to not just abandon and give up on them, to not just burn the bridges to that what is difficult and harmful or hurtful to the feeling parts of the self, to repair and strengthen that it can become nourished properly, strong, and in the right way fulfill whatever it is I'm here to do, and to spread that connection to those that see the truth of it and that would like to partake. And I dedicate that to the source, to the Christ in me that has taught me to be as if every other person is also myself, as the environment that I'm in is myself also, and we are all of one consciousness, different points of view, experiencing this for a lesson of learning and growth that is needed and sought and highly prized. Thank you all for coming. Have a nice day.